When he really gets going and he shaves his head and he has like a fucking long ass beard, he looks like the lead singer from Anthrax. Like, you know, that guy, he looks like a failed prison tattooist. And he's like, whatever he says goes.
You could see him right out of that movie and put him in Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, and
he would be perfect.
You wouldn't know nothing. You wouldn't have known nothing.
Nothing. Like Lock Up Raw.
We watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie. We watched it.
Hey guys, welcome back to We Watch Movie. I'm Mike, he's Jay, and we're reviewing Noah. There's been a lot of controversy around the movie, you know, because it's supposed to be based on a story from the Bible. We're not going to get into the religical thing. We're not going to get into religical.
That's a scientific term. That means nothing.
But no, we're not going to get into the whole religion.
Like a booger, I'll stick to this.
The thing is, everybody got pissed off because they took a Bible movie and they made it into a movie. Like, it doesn't say God in it one time. Instead, they call him the creator the whole time. And
Which is God.
Yeah.
Let's just focus on the cinema aspect of it. Let's just leave all the other shit away.
That's what we're here to do.
So humanity has become a bacteria on Earth. They're spreading like wildfire. They're destroying the earth. The way it's shot, it looks like Mad Max. It's like it's like the end of the world kind of shit. And Noah's kind of walking around like a Jedi master. He does look like a Jedi. And he's got his family. And the creator says, "There's gonna be a flood. I'm gonna drown this shit. So get a boat and get your ass on it and get my animals." And he's like, "Okay, I'll do that." And that's pretty much the story. And it's just Noah building an ark and trying to survive against the onslaught of humanity that wants to get on the boat with him and survive the flood that's coming. And that's it. I was like, holy shit, this isn't like, I mean, I was totally blown away by what I was expecting and what it wasn't. It was like friggin' Frodo Baggins watched Michael Bay.
Yeah.
Watched Michael Bay a bunch. It was like, Noah, a tale by Frodo Baggins. Oh, Samwise, I have to make this movie. It really was. It was like a Hobbit fucking made this movie.
Yeah. As far as the acting goes, the acting's great all the way through.
Yeah, he really
Russel Crowe, Logan Lerman, Emma Watson, Ray Winstone,
Jennifer Connelly.
Ray Winstone's freaking awesome in everything he's in. He actually plays like a mob type guy, so he's a perfect like bad guy king type sort of deal.
I know, but I never. The only thing is he's supposed to be the king of the bad guys, but I just never got that sense when he was around. I just felt like he was like a dirty Viking warrior with like a VD. Yeah. I know he had lice. But
he's like, you put us on this desecrated place, and we're gonna grab and fight and grab whatever we need to survive. And at one point, he kind of takes on a stance like he thinks he's God sort of deal. Yeah. And then Noah's trying to do the right thing, but by doing that, he's kind of a crappy person if you think about it by any other standards. If it wasn't God asking you to do the stuff that he's doing, you're like, you're the bad guy. You know, it plays that weird sort of thing, and it makes you feel weird because you're like, I want to root for the people, but then again, I'm kind of rooting against God if I do that, right?
Yeah, it's almost like you want to say, no, you're an asshole, like right now. I was like, oh God. It's almost like Darren Aronofsky was like, I also want people to be, like, I want Noah to be challenged, like, is he mentally unstable?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It really did have, like, he's, like, kind of fucking crazy. Like, you know, he's like, he hears the creator. You see that. There's times when the creator actually gives him dreams and visions and shit. But then there are other times and he's like, God told me to do it. And you're like, I don't know. I mean,
special effects are really good.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
That whole movie, like, the disaster aspect of it, I wanted to see more of the disaster.
Yeah.
Like, it kind of seemed like, it looked, even though it was, like, the most badass one ever, it would just look like a water park at one point. It's like, there's just sprouts coming everywhere.
They're passable. I mean, there was nothing, like, spectacularly amazing about it or anything. Like, you've seen it before. The only thing that was weird and to me was the fucking fact there's rock monsters in it. Like it's like it's like Transformers.
I don't think that was in the Bible.
I don't think it was either. I mean, I know that you know he built an ark in so many days and like how did he do it? But I don't think there was like a monster rock that was like I would help.
I mean, it looked cool. Yeah, but they were just kind of like.
They always had that like an O expression on their face.
They were almost cute.
Yeah, I know. It's like I want to hug your rocky face.
The problem with the movie though, for me, is just boring. It was way too long.
There are parts of it that definitely are boring.
Yeah, it dragged on and dragged on and dragged on. There's like, oh, that looks really cool. Oh, that was a really good acting scene. Oh, I'm bored. And all the special effects and all the money they pumped into this movie, it just was not that entertaining. So for me, ultimately, even though it looks cool, it's acted amazingly, it's got a whole epic feel to it, it still is just not entertaining, and it drops to like a 6.5 for me, really. Yeah,
I'm going to go ahead and give this movie about a 7.5. I liked it, I guess, a little bit more than you, but I do get where it was a little bit boring, especially the ending. It was just like we're trying to do a lot more filler than they should have. I mean, he got on the boat, and it's just like adding all this extra stuff, and he's like, alright, I'm drowning. I'm drowning under this. Drowning.
And you get tired of being in that world, too. You're just like, I feel dirty, I just want to go.
I felt clean when the green grass came, but it was like it really was. I love those action adventure fantasy movies, and that really what this is. It's like it really is like another Lord of the Rings or like a little touch of 300 in it or something like that. The only thing that was also weird was like the time era that they were supposed to be in. Like, why did everybody look like fucking knights?
Yeah,
like they were wearing like armor and knights and shit. I was like, shouldn't you be wearing sandals and a skirt?
It felt more like a sci-fi movie than it did a Bible movie.
Yeah, it really does. Sci-fi, but I think it'll make its money back. I really do. I don't.
Oh yeah, they're doing well.
Yeah, so yeah,
they're doing well. What's your favorite Russel Crowe movie of all time? Of all the amazing movies he's been in?
Gladiator. So
it's pretty easy to go with Gladiator. Mine would be Gladiator. I'm Mike, he's Jay. We'll see you guys next time we watch the movie.
See ya.
Don't sink the boat.
We watched a movie. Yeah. We watched a movie.